Yeah, man, Supper Purples, welcome to the Black Hole. My name is Blessed Beats. It is Thursday. It is time for another investments news. This time it's not about gear. It is rather about the conspiracies of the world of the music's business. It's not breaking news, but have a look-see at this article that came out a day ago here. Over 180 musicians take a stance against Spotify's speech monitoring patent, artificial intelligence, robots, robo-Bidens. What's next? If you don't know about this, I find it particularly interesting to bring it up because you should be aware of this. You're either going to be paranoid about it or fascinated. Me being a certified OG data analyst, I'm more fascinated by it than anything. I think this is, manipulation is standard practice in marketing. It has always been, but this is some next level shit. So what is it about? This is about a patent that Spotify filed for back in 2018, but it surfaced back in September, October, something like that last year. And to understand this, we must take a look at the patent itself. What they want to do, number one, identification of taste attributes from an audio signal. What does this mean? Identification of taste attributes from an audio signal. They can identify, based on an audio signal, what type of food do you like? There's a wireframe down here explaining the technology. So it takes an audio input. This would be the microphone of your telephone. It filters and formats the signal to pick out environment noises. What is your voice? What is other people's voices? Retrieves the content with speech recognition. Grades and attributes these parameters to your profile, your emotional state at that time, your gender, your age, your accent. And what I just mentioned before, environmental metadata. Physical environment. Does it sound like you're on the bus? Are you on the metro, the train, the outdoors, in the school, in a coffee? Are you in the physical environment of coffee? Are you swimming in coffee at the moment? Are you in the park smoking a joint? Are you in a social environment? Are you alone right now? Does it sound like there's a small group or a big party around you? They take all of this information and try to make it out from the sound that they pick up from the microphone on your telephone. Normalize it. This means pretty much they're sorting it, removing duplicated words, removing filler words, parsing and formatting the input. All of this gets sorted into a neat data set assigned to your Spotify profile. Content, and environmental metadata outputs. So imagine the connections that can be made here. They can see what time are you at the gym? What time are you swimming in coffee? What time are you in the park smoking a joint? What time are you with other people? What is your tone of voice at that time? What is the typical tone of voice when you're alone compared to when you're with other people? They will take this, and looking at another article here, the patent clarifies that this model could identify users' personality traits based on a questionnaire such as the Big Five inventory or the Myers-Briggs personality survey, which luckily is proved to be bullshit. It is totally meaningless. But nonetheless, they can also connect it to what type of music you're listening to at different occasions. Use this to target more personalized music. And I think that is all good, but when it comes to the real moral dilemma, the ethics dilemma comes creeping in, is when we're talking about targeted ads. Because imagine the next level of what you could do with this. I haven't read that this is confirmed that they're going to use it, but if they're smart, if they really want to make some more money, they would use this to also adjust the content that they're sending to you, the ads that they're throwing your way. What type of tone of voice, what type of language does this listener prefer? When does this listener pay attention? When is this listener influenced by something? Then, for example, if you're advertising, you can make 10 different versions of the same commercial, play back the one that's best suited for that particular listener and make them buying store. You could also use it to nudge people in a certain direction and into a cluster of content that's typically consumed by one type of opinion. And it could get political, and that is where it could really get dangerous. You saw what happened, because people, we are more stupid than we think. We're more influenced than we think. We think we're original and all that. But all this content that gets thrown at us, the ads that we listen to, we always get nudged into clusters of different people. And then we're identified by these segments, and we identify with these segments. Luckily, we are also more complex than that. Like, for example, this Myers-Briggs bullshit test. We're way more complex. We have a range of emotions. We have good days and bad days and everything in between days. But if we're constantly being monitored, these algorithms can certainly pick out patterns in our behaviors, you know what I'm saying? And take advantage of that. What do you think about this? Is this ethically and morally despicable? Or are you like me? You don't give a fuck because all it takes is a little bit of awareness. Yes, we're being influenced all the time from different angles, but we can use our smarty brains and apply some rational thinking, you know what I'm saying? But this is what these 180 musicians are making a fuss about right now. Spotify at their massive level of empire status that they're at right now. They're in the line of fire for these controversies all the time right now. And can I blame them? You know, they're talking about giving back to the musicians community. If you think that you're going into musicianship to make a lot of money, you are stupid. That's it. You are fucking technology. That's where the money is at. Even in the music business, it is the tech side of the music business that is making the big bucks. And when the CEO, Daniel Ek, last time said that he was going to make up, for this puny amount of royalties that they actually pay out, what did he do? He went and invested in a bunch of totally different, unrelated industries. Millions of dollars. Can I blame him? Would I put my hands on a shitload of money if I could? Probably I would. It's just the times that we live in, you know what I'm saying? You be the judge. All right, okay, bye-bye.